Hello guys, from this video I will be starting a new video series on using MySQL database with your Visual Basic Windows Form application. So if you don't know how to install Visual Studio in your Windows system, just go to your search engine and just type Visual Studio Express. Visual Studio Express is a free edition for Visual Studio, and you will be able to use it for making your Visual Basic project. Now, for understanding, and if you don't know how to install and use MySQL database, I have made these videos in a playlist earlier by the name a MySQL tutorial for beginners. So in the first few video you will be able to understand how you can install a MySQL database and how you can create queries and how to handle other clauses and queries. Now for using Visual Basic with MySQL, you need to install MySQL with some specification. So if you see this first video, which is beginner MySQL database tutorial 1, in this video at the point uh, exactly at 5 minutes 38 seconds I have shown you this installation, and in this at this point at the minute 5.38, this check requirement steps comes when you install MySQL database, and in here you need to see whether your MySQL installer is giving these options. Basically you need to check all the options in order to enable drivers for Visual Studio and MySQL. So just check all the Microsoft related options in this check requirement when you are installing MySQL database. Okay, now if you have done that already, let's start a new project and let's see how you can connect Visual Basic with your Windows MySQL database. I beg your pardon. So just fire up your Visual Studio and go to this file menu here and just select new project, and it will open this new project wizard. You need to just select Visual Basic from here and just select Windows Form application. We are going to make our application using this Windows app form application. Now you can give your project name. I'm giving my project name is as DB project 1 for example, and I will click OK. And if you want to save your project at some specified location, just click this browse button and just select the folder in which you want to save this project. Okay, and just click OK. This will create a simple Visual Basic project for you, which is a blank form. And now first we need to connect MySQL database with your Visual Basic. So what you need to do is, here you will be able to see your project in a solution explorer. You need to go to your project and right click your project and just select the option which says add reference. Just select this option, add reference, and this will open a wizard for add reference. You need to go to this .NET tab in here. So just select .NET tab and search for the option called MySQL.data. So I'm searching for this option, MySQL dot data. Okay, just select it and click OK. And what this will do is this will add MySQL dot data DLL resource in your Visual Basic project, and using this MySQL dot data you will be able to connect to the MySQL using your Visual Basic. Once you have done that, we are going to go to the source code of this Visual Basic form. So for this video I'm going to show you how to connect with your MySQL using Visual Basic. So what I'm going to do is I will take this simple button and I will change its text as check connection. Okay, and let me change the font size also. Go to the properties of this button, just select this button and go to the properties and change the font size from here. So I'm choosing this bold and 18, so you will be able to see this button content. Now I will just select this button and double click it, and it will open the code for this button click event for check connection. In here what I need to do is I need to go at the top first before this public class form1. Above this I need to import my MySQL connection. So I will say imports MySQL dot data dot MySQL client. Okay, once you have imported this to your form, what next you need to do is just go to this class. Inside this class, just below this public class form1, I'm going to declare MySQL connection client. So I will say dim MySQL connection as MySQL connection, and this connection we are going to use this variable to connect to our database. So this is a class which in this MySQL.data library, and using this class we are going to connect to our database. Okay, now once again inside this button click event, which we have just double click this button, and in here we need to declare a new connection to check to our database. So just inside this button click event, what I will do is I will just copy my MySQL con variable is equal to new MySQL connection. I will search for the MySQL connection once again. Okay, so what this will do is it will create a new instance of this class for connecting to the database. Now if you have already watched the first few videos of my MySQL database tutorial, you would know how to create a sample database using your MySQL, and how to use this MySQL workbench. So I have already created this database in MySQL, and my database name is database itself, and I have one table inside my database called edata, and this database contains some data. for example ID, name, surname, age, username, password, gender, date of birth, and other columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, or I'm going to connect my Visual Basic project to this database and check if I can connect to this database or not. Okay, so in here, after these two lines, in the next line what I will do is I will prepare a connection string to connect to my SQL database. So just I will just copy and paste this code to you and explain what this code means. So what I have done here is I have taken this MySQL instance from here and dot connection string, and this connection string I have given in order to connect to the database. So just write MySQL con, which is your MySQL variable, when MySQL connection object variable, and just write MySQL con dot connection string is equal to, and in double quotes just write server is equal to localhost. Why server is equal to localhost? When you go to your MySQL workbench, and if you have seen my videos, when you click this database tab from here and click query database, you will be able to see my host name is 127.0.0.1, which is a local host. If you are using your database on some server IP, just replace this localhost by the IP of your MySQL server. Okay, so this localhost is this IP. Now the second is the user ID of MySQL. Okay, so just write in the double quote server is equal to localhost, then give semicolon, then give user ID is equal to whatever your user ID. In my case the user ID is root. You will be able to see here username is equal to root, right? So user ID is equal to root, semicolon, the password you have already defined to with this user ID when you were installing MySQL database. Just give the MySQL database password here. Okay, in my case this password is root, semicolon, the database you want to connect to. So in my case the database name is database itself. You can see here, right? So the database name is database. So I have written here database is equal to database. This is the name of the database. So basically you need to write this code in order to connect to your MySQL server, right? Now in the next line what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a try catch block. So just write try catch ex, which is exception, as exception, and your try, and instead of this standard exception I'm going to use MySQL exception. Okay, so what this try catch block will do is if there is any exception or error occurs during the connection to the database, this exception will be caught by this try catch block. And in here in the catch block I'm going to write message box in which I'm going to show the error message. Okay, So in here I will write ex dot message. Okay, so it will catch any exception whenever your code is not able to connect to the database. Now in this try block, what I will do is I will open the connection to the database. So I will just copy this MySQL con from here, and inside this I will paste this MySQL con dot open. Okay, and then once your connection is open, I'm going to say in the message box that I am already connected to the database. So I will write in the message box a message connection successful. Okay, and whenever you open the connection, you need to close the connection after the execution of the code. So just copy this MySQL con once again dot, not like this, but dot close. Okay, now once you have created this object, you need to dispose this also. So what you need to do is just go above this end try block and write here finally, and in here just copy this MySQL con and just write dot dispose. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all the code we need to connect to the MySQL database. I'm going to run my program and check whether I am able to connect to the database. So when I click this button, if I see this connection successful, then I know that I am connected to the database. So let's see, check connection, and it says connection successful. Now for example, I give the wrong local host or wrong user ID. For example, I change the user ID which is not the actual user ID. So in this case it should give this exception, and it should catch this try catch block will catch the exception, and my code will not say connection successful. So when I run this program and when I once again say check connection, it throws me in an exception and it says that access denied for the user rot, which is not the actual username, right? And once again when I provide the actual username, which is root, and once again when I run the program and check connection, this time connection successful. So I know that I'm connected to the database using these credentials, and if I provide some wrong credentials, then I am or I get the exception and error message. So in this way you can connect your Visual Basic project to the MySQL database. In the future video I will also show you, or I will develop a simple project step by step, and I will show you how to create a login page and how to connect your database with the table, with the list box, with the combo box, and many other things. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe.